Hello and welcome to Linux for Normals. This time we are going to look at Antergos' package manager, which is a much easier way of installing software. On the installing Linux video, I kind of skirted over it because it was a new thing. I hadn't seen it before. But since then I've had time to delve in and it's going to make life a lot easier. So a lot of that stuff about installing and having to do it from the terminal, you can kind of bypass that using the package manager. So to get to the package manager, we hit Windows key and we type add. You see there at the top it says add remove software. Click on that and we're in. Now, one thing we want to check is if this is the first time you've opened it, go over to the hamburger menu, which is the three sort of horizontal lines. Go to preferences, put your password in, and then go to AUR. Now, I want you to make sure that AUR support is on. Searching the AUR by default is on. Check for updates is on. Don't ask for confirmation is also on. What that means is when you go to install a package, instead of having to, like you do in a terminal, you have to say yes, carry on, or no, don't edit, carry on, blah, blah, blah. It will just skip by all of that and it will just assume you want to install the package and it will just do it. Fantastic. Also, another thing that Antergos does, I now have discovered, is it will automatically check for updates when it boots up. Brilliant, brilliant. That's a new thing. And that means the having to do a yowt SYU every now and again, you kind of don't need to do it now. As long as you just, when it says it wants to do the updates, just go in there and just do them. And it's so straightforward. Right, so package manager. We're going to search for a package. Let's search for Firefox. And you can see there it's come up in the list and it's come up in the repositories list. Now what that means is Antergos has a list of software which it kind of has put in a repository that's available for you to download. It's kind of their hand-picked sort of things. So if it's in there, that's probably the one to go for. As you can see, I've already installed it. Let's try and search for something that might be in the AUR. Let's look for Krita. Krita is a drawing program. Like, it is a drawing program. It's for use with, like, what they call them, tablets that you actually draw on with a pen and all that sort of thing. You can do some great stuff with it. That's also in the main repo. But if I click on AUR, there's a couple of different files for it there. There's a main Krita package. There's Krita, the Git package, which is, you see, is a higher version, so it's a newer version. But that's probably why it's the Git package, because that's the version that's being worked on at the moment. It's not stable, possibly. So when you see a program and the hyphen and Git, if there's another version without that Git on the back, that would be the one to get ideally, because that's the one that they've been working on and it's had some time to settle down and it's ready for use. Whereas the Git version is more experimental, it's more new. It could have some problems. It might not, but it takes your chance. And that is the package manager in Antergos. Great job, guys. That's a new thing and I'm loving that. That makes installing and uninstalling software so simple. In fact, let me just show you. If I click back on Firefox, where was it? It was in repositories. So let's uninstall it. I'm just going to literally tick the green box, click apply. It's going to remove Firefox, commit. It's done it. And then I think, oh, I've changed my mind. Actually, I'd quite like to install Firefox. Just click the box, apply, install Firefox. Yeah, installing Firefox. It's as straightforward as that, and it's done. Also, it might be handy if up here it says search in AUR, just check that that is on. Okay, otherwise it's only going to check the Antergos repositories. Now, so we can check if Firefox. So Windows key, Firefox, and then it's going to ask if I want to do da 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 da. I hope that's useful. I'll see you next time. Cheers.